Okay. Unscripted with Powertouch.
Oh, she's good. She's good. She's good. Hello, hi, what's your name?
Peace.
Peace, nice to have you here on Unscripted. So, I'm basically going to be popping a question out of my head and you're going to be answering.
Oh, okay.
So, I don't know how old you are, but don't tell me your age. But then, within the short time you have lived so far, what are like 2 lessons you have learned about life? Just 2 lessons.
Regardless of how you're being treated, keep being you. What else? Okay. Always stay strong no matter the circumstance.
Okay. Would it be wrong to show some sign of weaknesses as a person? Or weakness?
No, it's not. You're human.
Okay. It's okay to be weak?
Be weak because you're human.
But
You
is
have
it...
feelings.
Okay.
You have blood running through your veins.
So sometimes you just get down?
Get down. But you pick yourself up.
Pick yourself.
That's the good part.
Okay. If you did not study pharmacy, what would you have studied?
Pharmacy.
Okay, what is one misconception people have about relationships that you think have you been in relationships? I think that should be a question.
Yes, I have.
So what is one misconception that people have about going into relationships or being in a relationship?
They think it's always meant to be rosy, which is not. Relationship has ups and downs. It can't always be rosy.
Okay.
Because there are 2 different people with different upbringings, different backgrounds,
Okay.
coming together to cohabitate. So obviously there's bound to be issues.
What is like the not rosy thing that you're not supposed to take? Like, at what point should you think that, or what makes a relationship work? That should be the question. What makes a relationship work? How do you define understanding? How do you describe understanding?
Understanding sometimes is knowing this person is doing something you're not comfortable with and letting it go, or trying to sort it out.
Do you have to let go?
Sometimes you have to just allow it slide for reasons best known to you, or rather for peace to reign. Sometimes you just allow it.
Doesn't that lead to resentment?
No.
You don't think so?
Because you don't do it always. You do it sometimes just to avoid the headache.
But why should you be in a relationship where you have a headache?
Because it's meant to happen. You're both human.
So you have to take paracetamol all the time?
No, that's why I said it doesn't happen all the time.
So when is enough enough? When is like enough of this bullshit?
You definitely,
enough?
You know when you're choked.
You will
That's why
always
you
know.
are you. Yeah.
Every individual would know.
Yes.
Can you tell from the very first time you see someone if a relationship would work out with you and them?
Yes, why not? Definitely.
How do you die? You a ghost or something?
The way we interact at that point and the way we flow would let me know if I can even be in the same space with you. Yeah.
But is that a determinant
reason,
factor to the relationship working?
To an extent. The way you reason, if we're not reasoning on the same page, we might likely have issues along the long run, right? Okay. So that's it, basically.
When you hear the word privilege, what do you think of?
I feel like that's an opportunity, right? Privilege, opportunity, yeah.
Do you think is everyone that's going to experience privilege?
Yes, why not?
Do you believe everyone?
If you're open-minded, you should be privileged at almost every point you find yourself.
Okay. Okay.
Already living is a privilege. Waking up every morning is a privilege.
Okay.
That we don't even deserve, actually.
Oh.
We find ourselves in that space.
Okay. What are you most afraid of?
Ending up with the wrong person.
Why are you afraid of that?
I don't want to live my whole life in bondage.
But that's why there is divorce.
Nah, why should I want to divorce when I can prevent being with the wrong person in the first place?
Okay. Do you think you can totally prevent being with the wrong person?
That's why there's courtship.
Okay, now that you mentioned courtship, do you think like when people are courting they should spend some quality time, like stay in the same place?
That's the only way you know who you're with.
No, when I mean spend quality time, you know, you hear some religious people define courtship as, you know, maybe talking and all. But do you subscribe to like living with the person?
Living with the person, no, because most times, in as much as you're going to, if really you guys end up together, you're spending the rest of your life together. But I think that being in the same space when not married causes and brings a lot of havoc.
Yes, please.
Good, thank you. It brings syphilis. So I think coming and going is preferable.
Okay.
You don't have to be in the same. You could come visit and stay a while. You don't have to. You can sleep over, but you don't have to live with the person.
Okay. What is one? Are you open to intertribal marriage?
Yes.
Do you think it's something that we should emulate as individuals?
Yes.
Why?
We're one Nigeria, aren't we?
Okay.
We're one Africa, as a matter of fact, not even Nigeria. Let's even not limit it to Nigeria alone. We're one Africa. I think it's not about the tribe, it's the person. If you meet if you're Igbo and you meet a Yoruba person that you're cool with, why not? And that's why you see some people, they end up telling you they don't want to marry anymore because their family is not open to intertribal marriage, and at the end of the day, they don't feel like they want to end up with any other person aside that same person that the family doesn't want.
Okay. Because it's just you, this will be like my last and final question.
Sure.
Do you think we should be responsible for other people's mistakes?
You should be responsible for your own mistakes. In that way, you can correct it.
Okay.
If someone else is responsible for your mistakes, then there will be an issue because you can't correct it. But when you take responsibility and you figure out where the issue is, you can correct your mistakes.
I want to say thank you for joining us on Unscripted.